Welcome to Aquila's Learning Seminar. My name is Noah, Marketing Associate at Aquila Solutions. Today is the second portion of our two-part discussion of eCTDs, in which we will be going over a recap of what we talked about last time and how to navigate the eCTD. To recap what was talked about last time, the eCTD, which is the Electronic Common Technical Document, is the standard for submitting to regulatory agencies such as the FDA, Health Canada, and EMA. The next subject was looking into the history of how the eCTD came to be with the help of the ICH and how it has improved since 1990, and how the eCTD 4.0 process will start to become the standard. As stated in the last session, this is the chart that discusses when eCTD 4.0 will be implemented. Lastly, the structure of the eCTD was broken down and how it's separated into 5 modules, which will be discussed more in depth in future videos. Now, starting off today's discussion, let's talk about how to navigate the eCTD structure. Let's look at what an eCTD looks like. There is going to be subfolders, each of which is a different sequence or submission of this application. Currently, the higher the number, the more current the submission is, but this may not be the case with eCTD 4.0. Notice how each folder is 4 numbers. Each sequence number must be 4 digits. This is a screenshot of the application that would normally be worked on if one of the folders in the previous slide were to be opened. As seen here, there are 5 folders labeled M1 through M5. Additionally, there is a util folder. This is where the technical files, such as style sheets, are placed. Next up is the index XML and index MD5 text. Everything here makes a complete eCTD. If the util folder or the index XML are missing, navigating through the eCTD will be difficult. The MD5 text file is the checksum for the index.xml. A checksum is a 32-digit code, and it is a form of encryption that allows the regulator to see if there have been any changes made by shifting the numbers or letters. Any change will change the checksum. This is an example of what a code could look like. If the index.xml is opened, this is what the text would look like. This one happens to be a sample application for the EU region. The only thing that tells me that is this section here, where it says title EU regional.xml. Everything else here are links to specific documents and application information in the folder structure. As seen here is an example of the text code mentioned previously. If one of the 4-digit folders were to be opened, there would be the index.xml along with the module folders. In other words, this right here is the eCTD. When opened in a web browser, the eCTD will look like this. In this case, this one is for a US submission. To read this, everything in black is a section of the application. Everything in blue is a link to a file. The green text is the information about the application. In this case, this information explains that this drug product is manufactured by Aquila Solutions. It has the product name Wonder Drug, and the dosage form is a tablet. A user can click the blue links to open the individual PDF. Most files should be submitted as PDFs, but Word files, Excel spreadsheets, and data files can be included too. This just gives us an example of the document and how to navigate it. As the application is supported, new information will oftentimes be submitted. The red text is the file operation, explaining whether the file is new, replacing, or appending an older version. The file operation is very important for proper life management, ensuring that any old files are clearly marked as outdated for the reviewers. This is the fundamental of how to navigate an eCTD, what it looks like, and how to read it. Let's go over a few rules real quick. Number 1. Sequence folders must be 4 numbers only. Links in an eCTD sequence often reference files from a previous sequence. Unless the application folder has each sequence in its own folder labeled 0000, 0001, etc., any links to old sequences will be broken. Ensure that all the application's sequences are in the same folder in order to check links to old files. Number 2. Sequence folders must be in the same parent application folder. As seen in the active folder, there were 3 subfolders, each one with names with 4 numbers, and all of them at the same level. Number 3. There must be an index.xml file as well as a regional XML file in Module 1. For example, us-regional.xml for US submissions. This is the table of content. Number 4. The util folder must exist at the same location as the index.xml. If it does not, the index, regional, or any other XML document in the submission will not be possible to open. And last but most important, number 5. Many eCTDs are very small. When reviewing them, they may need to be emailed around to other parties. Zipping them up would be very beneficial so that it is all in one file and they are less likely to be lost. For larger eCTD sequences, which are more than a few megabytes, emailing them could be impossible. So a cloud-based file sharing service will be necessary. There is even a chance to password protect it. When a zipped eCTD is received, make sure to always unzip the entire thing. Otherwise, the entire submission might be inaccessible. Aquila has an easy-to-use eCTD viewer named Altair, which allows sponsors to view their applications just like the reviewers at FDA. This presentation has shown how each sequence could affect the application as well as being able to view all of the subfolders and a view for the PDF documents inside those folders. Using Altair, clients get an eagle-eye view of their entire submission in one easy-to-find place. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to reach out to us in these methods. Until next time, have a great day.